Boy, Suga, you really know how to make them. Mans was already drenched by the time I got there, but you know, I kind of left them with organ failure. So, oh, look who's come back for round 5. We now return to our regularly scheduled beatdown, already in progress. Because who knew that insulting Bro's bro is worth getting that flan spoon straight to the exo and close range shots. But, ooh, it seems that Flan didn't know how horny this bug could get. So, let's cheap shot them toes only to leave himself open to emotions. Wow. So you're just gonna jack the whole opening dialogue from me, huh? You still doing this? Listen, if this gets me to 4K subs, then I'm sticking with it. Yeah, no man, you peaked 2 years ago. It's so bad that the only people you can get to help you with your content is just yourself in a wig. What do you mean by that? It's the boss man. Yes, sir. Flying too close to the sun, you say? Might get doged. Okay, cool. So I retract my previous statement and will proceed with the commentary, or else there's a mason jar just ready to be cracked. Okay, so victim of the tweet Koji. Wait a second. I get it now. He's Koji and his online persona was Kabuto Guy. It's a Mazinger reference. Either way, yeah, he made the original account and got locked out. And no one referenced the change in the VTuber model or the voice. They were just all for it. Man, that's some shallow clientele. Meanwhile, Hanto gets that lookup from Suga. So maybe he should cool off on all of that dark chocolate. But as it turns out, yes, he is feeling some kind of way about Shoma causing his mom's death. So, instead of playing it safe and sticking with the OG, he's gonna continue Heartache a different way. And speaking of heartaches, Shoma is still sad. Shoma, here's some ice cream to cheer you up, champ. You got this. You've only been mopey for like, what, seven episodes? I don't know, something like that. But that's not weird at all. I guess Koji has taken things upon himself, and Lakia is in his feels as well after feeling the vibes similar to his bro. But Shoma's got a solution. Take Sachika to him so she can get him off his ass and off to some motivation. Or he's fired. Luckily, Shoma's Gochizos have tracked Koji, so Lakia asked them to lead the way while he just walks with it in whatever direction. He's not actually letting it lead the way. Okay, Kabuto Guy Granu cooks up a plan, and Suga cooks up lies to tell Nirab, who is finally back, but sees that Suga's been working on a little extra credit without telling him. Also, Suga's face is great in this. That's totally gonna be part of the thumbnail. Has to be part of the thumbnail now, as he looks just like Business Card Crush Guy. Play it!
です。アナウンサーの仕事を
Oh man, gets me every time. Now hit me with that Suga cut. Even better! Yes! Oh well, what do we got here? We got Lakia actually connecting with Koji and trying some pudding. Anything else on? Oh, Shoma eats ice cream cake and Gavv's out another blizzard sorbet. But not when eating ice cream earlier? Just now, eating ice cream cake. Not regular, it has to be ice cream cake now. Like, what the fuck are the actual rules for this Gochizo? It feels like he only makes one when it's convenient to the plot. Oh, and Kabuto Guy's got a meetup trap thing. Well, better call Lakia, because yes, they got. and Lakia is willing to take the bait. What he wasn't expecting was this punch. Oh, indeed. It was so unexpected that even I will do something that's unexpected. Huh? Look at that. Oh, I've got some clippage going on. Hold on. What are you doing? Look, I'm getting you those subs by committing to the bit. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, let's see how dumb this gets. Dumb isn't the answer. It's the solution. That's the same thing. There is no need to be upset. Tell that to Lakia. Oh, yeah, you're right. He dealing with a 3-on-1 brawl. Massive horny mode activated. Because he's out for the candy and willing to insult Vlam's useless bro. But wait, here's Shoma rocking Blizzard Sorbet with a side of K-King. The good side. Jerking out some waffled goonies to assist. Vlam's taking this personal enough to ghost that Granute, and Gavv's hitting the gambling and striking Lady Luck with a big cream energy. Oh, and I guess mini one as what? Oh, okay, all right. Well, how about we go Freezy Pop Sword Flambe? There it is. What about the Granute? Trying to get away? Not unless you like castrations. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, striking him out without ever asking for Koji's password back. Damn. Well, I don't know how he's gonna get into that count. Great. What did the sub count move to? Look at this graph. You can see that you lost like 5 subs, I think. Yeah. Really? Yeah. No. I think I'm done being a VTuber. Fuck this. Fuck John Toei. And we out. Listen, I tried telling you that you peaked like 2 years ago. Get out of that thing. Nah, like this, I'm probably gonna catfish some folks now, so, Right. Oh, and, I guess, Koji got his channel back. Even though they didn't give him that password. And, ooh, Hanto discovers that Suga is a dad. Rating time. I know some people are probably going to ask for forms of those cream nights. No. It's not enough. It's not enough. Now, moving on. This episode continues the trend of the previous ones without much. Sure, there are minute potential plot seeds here, but of course the preview kind of tells you that the immediate overload is coming in the next set of episodes. But this episode's best moments for me were the ending and, of course, Nita being in Suga's lab. Actually, just generally all the best moments happened within Suga's lab for me this week. But all that good stuff was offset by the continual question mark to Blizzard Sorbet and the long swung sad Shoma. So we're staying consistent with that. Build big. So look, I gotta apologize for the last review as I was pinning too much on Junko, not realizing until I was editing the video that the writer for this two-parter was a different person. Someone mostly that just did filler episodes, and Junko was only supervising. Obviously that's necessary to make sure that there's nothing that's being introduced or done that's going to be a hindrance on the plot in general. This of course explains why we had nothing substantive to really happen, but nothing to really overall ruin the story. Within the two-parter itself, I get that it's supposed to deal with VTubers having others jack their account or make mimic accounts just to gain clout. But here, bro jacked his account, made a new VTuber model with a new voice, and no one questioned it. Not only that, but when Koji took back his account, No one noticed that he went back to what he had before? Voice and all? No. No one. No one in the comment section is going like, what was that about for like the last couple weeks? The episodes were meant to build up Lakia's character, but at the same time, nothing of value regarding his brother was really given to us. Yet. But I'll get to that later. The information that was given about Komel was pretty just non-advancing to Lakia's goals, and thus just a trigger moment to at least have him build some relationship with humans. Sadly, the same can't be said for Hanto, who, yeah, was completely in his feel about knowing that his mother was done in by Shoma and he wasn't actually over it. He's become so isolated that, yeah, he's going to have to become more open-minded on Granutes, realizing that Shoma was just a child and didn't know the consequences and just move on. He played the tough guy previously, saying that he was over his mother's disappearance and accepted that she actually had moved on and he had moved on as well, but no, come on now. Like, we kind of figured this before. I know some people thought that he was actually true with his words, but come on, if you remember the early episodes and his introduction, he clearly was not letting go of his mom. Not this far into the game. Now on to Shoma, and I can't be the only one that's just tired of sad Shoma by now, right? It's pretty much become his character trait at this rate. He's just too mopey. I'm hoping we get past this now, because that's the kind of thing about this franchise. Yes, the leads typically are dealt a bad hand and are at some of their lowest of lows, but the saving grace is that they overcome and become stronger for it. But Shoma just ain't getting over himself yet. He's getting too weighed down by the thoughts of others, even though, once again, like I mentioned before, he's got a support structure and he's not properly using it. And how's he getting over all this? By just eating ice cream and ignoring the lessons taught early on that you need a balanced meals and not just treating yourselves all the time. And look, Blizzard Sorbet is another thing, and probably the weakest things about these episodes for me. Because what the hell is up with that Gochizo? First time we got it was because of just ice cream. And now we've had 2 episodes back to back, which he's been eating ice cream on the regular, but nothing happens. But he eats ice cream cake, and then bam, there it is. Last episode was the result of just regular Blizzard Sorbet, but this time, this one had caking abilities. And look, before y'all go, well, this one was strawberry ice cream, and the last one was not. Then why did he have the key visuals showing both Gochizos when he was eating his cake last week? Thematically, it just doesn't make any sense on how he got this week and not last week. And I hear the other reasoning some people might give. Well, last week's was already melting, so it shouldn't have had the ability. And look, I don't know about you, but you know what happens to ice cream cake when it melts right? You just get left with cake. So shouldn't it have worked the opposite? Plus, he never lost caking. I don't know, y'all. Blizzard Sorbet looks good, but its execution just feels so forced into the story that it's becoming my least favorite execution next to Bitter Gavv. Which, I guess, we should discuss that outside of Hanto getting his big betrayal reveal, we got Nidub playing I Spy with Suga's computer. Now, if Nidub is going to try to make clones, I don't know what specifically, because look, he's got his agents. What's stopping him from mass producing Vlam drivers and giving them to his agents? Well, first of all, compatibilities, since his agents aren't exactly Granutes themselves. They don't have Gavvus. So he'd have to rework it. However, if Lakia's compatibility was already the reasoning for his selection, what if he just makes clones of Lakia? Or worse, and hopefully you guys can follow me on this one, he makes clones of his brother Komel. What better way to drive a wedge in Lakia's soul but to see his brother not just revived, but as a tool for the Stomach family? This would be how you go peak betrayal and get things cooking for Lakia. Speaking of the Vlam unit, we know Hanto's gonna get one but he's not a Grenu or lacks a Gavv. Well, look, if we go back to Suga's computer earlier in the episode, we see the areas affected on Hanto are his heart, which we already established was the Grenu organ placed in him, but also his stomach. This would indicate that he might be developing a Gavv. This is why the best points of this episode were the tiny bit we got between Suga and then later on Suga and Nirab. There's still a lot of potential that could happen. Will it? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. But look, we gotta stop coasting. But yes, essentially, those are my thoughts. What are yours? What did you think about the end of VTuber saga of my reviews? Now of Gavv. Mopi Shoma, you done with him? You tired of him? I am. What's Nirab's next plans? And how's Suga's role about to shift the dynamic? Anyway, that's it for me. In case you didn't know, there's no superhero time this upcoming Sunday. So, with that being said, I'll be catching up on Ghost User next. But outside, that's it for me. Until next time, bye.